Ladies and gentlemen, we just got ourselves some very interesting news for XRP. Matter of fact, I think this is one of the bigger announcements we have seen this year because it is literally game-changing. Now, whether or not it is bullish for the price, that's a second question, but is this one of the biggest announcements that has come for XRP / the XRP ledger / Ripple this year? I'm gonna say by far, yes. It's everywhere on the internet, it's a big deal. Make sure you press that like button and let us, ladies and gentlemen, dive right in. So for all of you that do not know, here's exactly what just happened. Ripple to launch a USD stablecoin that the CTO 𝗕𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 hopes will rival USDT and USDC. I was walking outside when this news popped. I ran back home, right now recording a video for you guys, and here's basically what happened, right? So the stablecoin market is booming, around $150 billion today, and projected to soar past 2.8 trillion by 2028. There's a clear demand for trust, stability, and utility, and that's why later this year, Ripple is launching a stablecoin pegged 1-to-1 to the US dollar on the XRP ledger and Ethereum. The move extends Ripple's reach into both institutional and DeFi realms, diversifying use cases and enhancing our payment infrastructure to bring the world of traditional and decentralized finance closer together. Ripple's stablecoin will be 100% backed by US dollar deposits, US government bonds, and cash equivalents, and Ripple pledges transparency with monthly third-party attestations, ensuring trust and reliability. Stablecoins serve as a pivotal entry point to DeFi, and introducing a trusted enterprise-grade stablecoin to the XRP ledger will generate more use cases, liquidity, and opportunity for developers and users alike. Simultaneously, we know the future of crypto is multi-chain, which is obviously why this is not only on the XRP ledger, but also on Ethereum. Even though this is a little fun part, I don't think many would use it on Ethereum. You'd probably use it for the most part on the XRP ledger because it's going to be extremely cheap to do so. Launching a stablecoin on both the XRP ledger and Ethereum opens the door to cross-chain interoperability though. Ripple's move into stablecoins isn't just about innovation, it's also about contributing to the XRP ledger ecosystem and setting the stage for a more robust and diverse crypto landscape. Now, there's two things I should say. One is the reason some people are not fully excited is because some people say it takes away some of the purpose of XRP. But on the contrary, what people seem to really agree on here is the reason this is super exciting is because before, you couldn't really do too much on the XRP ledger. I mean, XRP wasn't nice for payments at all, sure. But once you've got your XRP, you're kind of done. There really wasn't that much more you could do except for maybe vote. But now that's changing up. And it's kind of like a multi-step process where the most recent thing that everybody got excited about was AMMs, right? Automated market makers. And the reason people got excited for that is because it allows for more functionality on the chain now. It allows for people to do more things, for there to be more excitement, more building. People were interested in hooks. People were interested in everything talking about interoperability with Ethereum because it allows for people to stay in the ecosystem more, which is why people were also so ecstatic a long time ago when Cardano was finally starting to work on their stablecoins because it allows people to do more inside of a system. And now with AMMs on the XRP ledger, it was only a matter of time before more and more stablecoins would pop up. And I said it a long time ago, your network really isn't fun if it's not got a stablecoin, but luckily they fixed that issue just now. With Brad Garlinghouse saying, launching a stablecoin is a natural step for Ripple as we bridge the gap between TradFi and crypto. We have 1, the years of experience, 2, the regulatory footprint, 3, a strong balance sheet, and 4, a network with near global payout coverage to offer the best of crypto-enabled payments using XRP and a future stablecoin together. And just a little jab, I like this one, was somebody saying, you also have the experience of keeping the price stable for years. I don't know. I found that a pretty fun statement. And it's actually kind of funny because the moment I saw this article, Ripple, developer behind XRP Ledger, enters stablecoin fray versus Tether, USDC, I kind of thought it was actually a lawsuit between a party named Fray versus Tether and USDC. And so that, Ripple or 𝗕𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 or whatever basically hopped on into the lawsuit. And I was thinking, what did you do that for? And reading through the article, I think it actually explains everything in one of the best ways here. In the early days of Tether, people were expecting it to blow up any day, and they felt it was really sketchy, said David Schwartz. But now, if you're Tether, it wouldn't make sense for you to run off with people's money anymore, said Schwartz. Even if it was your plan, you'd wait to do it because the market is only growing. So it'd be really stupid because it's extremely profitable. And they explained that this stablecoin is not really meant for the everyday Joe, but is mostly meant for the banking institutions, some of the bigger guys who have to justify whatever choice they make and potentially can't fully rely on something like Tether because they have the compliance first mindset. And obviously Ripple already finished, well, for the most part, finished the lawsuit with the SEC. And so I'm guessing if they can get a stablecoin on their network, that from a regulatory perspective, things should be quite nice. As this is a US company, it's harder to mess things up. And even though USDC from Circle is also in a really, really good spot, the CTO says that it's not a winner-takes-all type of environment because obviously otherwise there wouldn't have been so many different stablecoins out there. And like I said, regardless of how you see this, from the perspective of is this nice or bad for XRP/TXP Ledger, Dante had something interesting to say, right? He's from Circle, by the way, so a direct competitor theoretically. He said, "Congrats, Brad and all the guys at Ripple. Your move into the dollar stablecoins, like PayPal's before it, underscores how U.S. regulatory clarity can create a growing market in the U.S. and an export product of digital dollars around the world." And the reason I bring this up is because at the end of the day, crypto is ever growing, right? We all agree on that. But there are so many ways in which the U.S. has really made it difficult to do so. But then again, looking at what's happening here, I sense and I notice that there are opportunities and that there are things possible, even though theoretically speaking, they've tried to make everything as hard as it could be. Stuart from Ripple, the CLO, said, "The support is much appreciated. It's so important for compliant companies like Circle and Ripple to be leading." But honestly, I kind of really feel confused here as to how they have got the cojones, the balls, to, when they're in such a lawsuit with the SEC, which is almost over still though, to go for a stablecoin like this. But I guess because they understand they can basically just be a bank that pays no interest. So what's the downside to it? It's just accumulate money, pay almost nothing. It's a win-win situation. Yeah, and I've been looking around for a little while and I've noticed one thing, and that is that some people are such manipulators, man. What I really dislike is when people blow this way out of proportion, saying it's this or that, when at the end of the day, we're all in this together to be realistic, hopeful, because it could be very nice, but not blow it out of proportion, become a freaking lunatic. But perhaps it's just not my style to be completely over the top, like some names which shall not be mentioned here. But anyway, for the most part, I just see people being very realistic. Pano saying, we're freaking talking, super excited about this. I don't mind that, to be excited about something. I'm just talking about the boom, all that stuff. This is not just great for the XP Ledger ecosystem and its automated market makers, but also the whole industry. I hope this is just the beginning and Ripple launches more fiat stablecoins such as the euro and wherever. And again, if you're wondering why this is valuable, if it's to some extent a competitor, whatever brings more value and users to the XRP Ledger is good for XRP as well. Having a trusted enterprise-grade stablecoin on the XP Ledger means more use cases, liquidity, and opportunities for devs and users. So if you didn't get it, that's the best way to put it. And ultimately, I think this is exciting for sure. But whenever something happens, I got you guys. I'll get you guys with another update very, very soon. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you press the like button. And I'll see you guys again in another one, probably somewhere later today.